Check the time. Don't want to do too long. I got a test tomorrow. I'm gonna get that degree and get out of this bullshit. Tell you that. You have to forgive me. No, I'm in a bad mood. I'm honest. I'll be honest with you. Because of some of the press I've been getting, it's starting to drive me nuts. I mean, don't I have a right to privacy? I mean, I no longer have a private life? I mean, I think I have a right to that, and I'm sorry. I read a thing about myself in the National Enquirer about a week ago I could not believe. I mean, so what if I have this thing on my balls? Okay, we're moving now, folks. Sorry, the show was a little late. The plane was late today. I was supposed to get here at noon, and I got here at 12:04. Kind of threw me off for the whole day. I had to rush to the hospital. Kind of a freak accident. I had to have my face removed from the inside of a drinking glass. So what happened? You know how you get a drink, sometimes they put a swizzle stick in it, but you think it's a straw? Well, I sucked my face right inside the glass. The doctor said it wouldn't hurt to leave it on, but you could have it on or off, it didn't matter which. But I decided, hey, I'm in show business, I opted to take it off. You know? I don't know if you know this or not, we're recording some comedy jokes here tonight. And what we do is when we get this tape, we're going to take it to Warner Brothers and we're going to erase it. I'd like to open up with kind of a traditional comedy bit. I'm going back to the old traditional comedy bits. I know I used to do the far out, but now I'm back to the traditional because I have the both now. The traditional on one hand, the far out on the other. So now the whole, the unified. Because this appeals to everyone this way. This way you don't eliminate. And I think if you appeal to everyone, it's more money. And this is why. So I'm going to do a traditional comedy bit, the old sound effects routine. This is where I tell a little story and sort of make it come to life through the use of sound effects. Now this is done totally with my own voice. There's no gimmicks or anything like that. So here we go. If you close your eyes, I think you're going to be able to imagine that you're in a sleazy nightclub in San Francisco. So, well, I woke up this morning and had a bowl of cornflakes. Then I went down and started up the car. But fortunately, the atom bomb went off. I can make any sound. It's fantastic. Whoa. I'm feeling pretty good tonight because it's closing night and I'm going to go home tomorrow and I've realized now I'm going to be rich because... not because of performing, I've got another thing. I've figured out a way to turn dog shit into gold. So if you've got that, you've got a good thing. So if you see me sniffing around your shoes, this is why. Because I'll be looking for the dog shit. It's gold to me. You know what I'm saying? I think you do. A lot of you people are saying, hey, this is Steve Martin, your real name. And, finally, it's time I could admit it. It's not my real name. When I first started in show business, my manager suggested that I change my name because they thought the other name was funny sounding. And so I changed it to Steve Martin. And now I think enough time has gone by and the audience has gotten a little more sophisticated. And I'm going to go back and start using my real name. And I don't think people will laugh when they hear my real name is Gern Blanston. I'll be doing a show this fall on TV, the Gern Blanston Show. A couple albums coming out. The first one will be just Gern. Second one, simply Gern. Do a couple of movies, Gern Goes to College. Doing some cassette tapes, Learn with Gern, language things. So now I only answer to the name Gern Blanston. This is the new thing for Gern. Well, I don't need you. I know a lot of you people are sitting out there saying to yourselves, hey, Steve, which is a funny thing to say to yourself. But anyway, I know you're saying, Steve, you're a rambling guy. Is it tough on you traveling around from town to town, staying in a different hotel every night, not knowing anybody in these different towns? And I've kind of got a whole new thing worked out now. Like I came into San Francisco early this morning and bought a house. Met a cute gal, got married. We have a little baby, another one on the way. Tomorrow, wake up, have a home-cooked meal, sell the house, get a divorce, get on to the next town. This is what Steve is into now. So thank you. I know what you're saying. You're saying, hey, wait a minute. Steve's wearing loafers. No laces on his shoes. Born to be wild. Okay, hey. You know, a lot of people come to me and they say, Steve, how can you be so fucking funny? I'm not trying to brag, I'm not trying to be a big shot, but I have the gift that all the great comedians have, and I'm talking about the one element that is crucial to all delivery of comedy material. I'm talking about, of course, timing. Timing. But I feel good tonight. I finally figured out my goals in life. And this is the important thing. This is what I have done. See, the important thing in knowing your goals is not to set some big, impossible goal that you can never reach. You got to have a series of smaller goals that you can accomplish and get the reward and move on to the next one. And this is what I've done. My goal now, I want to be the all-being master of time, space, and dimension. Then I want to go to Europe. Some people don't like me because I'm an individual. Pardonnez-moi! How many people ate at McDonald's tonight? Reason I ask is I'm kind of jealous because the last time I came here, they kicked me out of this one. I can't go back in there anymore. This is stupid. I went in and I accidentally started a grease fire. I threw a match in the cook's hair. So I have a theory about McDonald's, and that is everything they make is all one thing. And in the back, you know, they have this big vat full of this stuff. And these little molds combine and goes, hamburger, malt, paper box. Here's your change. Thank you. You know, a lot of people think, they say to me, hey, you travel around all the time, you must not be able to get good foods to eat. But I love hot dogs. And you can get a hot dog any place, so it's easy for me to eat right. But people still come up, they say, oh, don't eat hot dogs, they have really weird things in them, you know. But it doesn't bother me because I love animal lips. And I guess rat feces is one about my favorite things, I guess. I do enjoy it. So, you know, everybody thinks traveling around is really wild, you know, and they say, hey, you must meet a lot of girls, and it's not. It's kind of a lonely life, I guess, and you really don't meet people because you don't have time. Maybe you're in town for one night or, you know, at the most a week, and it's really kind of a lonely kind of life. You really spend a lot of lonely nights, I guess. And what happens is, you know, you don't meet many girls, and pretty soon, you know, you start, you start getting, like, weird sexual outlets, I guess. I shouldn't talk about this. Well, hey, what the heck? We're here. We're with. Okay, now. I'm not ashamed of it anymore. I used to be, but now, hey, what the heck? I like to I like to wear men's underwear. What'll happen? You know, I'll come into a town like this, and I'll resist for a couple of days, you know, and then I'll start getting that feeling, you know, and I'll go down to Penny's, and I'll buy some men's underwear. Take it back to the hotel and put it on. And then sometimes, I like put it on under my clothes. And then I can go out into the street and no one will know I have it on. That's why. 'Cause the times they are a-shonging. And I bought a stereo. Wow, it's 2 speakers. Ooh. It's wild. I got it about a month ago, and let me start this over. I'll never do it now. This is the one bit we wanted bad. The one bit that's gonna make me. Oh yeah, anyway, bought a stereo. Okay. So anyway, I get this stereo, and I have about a month I had it, and no, I bought a stereo. And I think I'll go away from this and come back to it, okay? No, I did. I bought a stereo. No, but seriously, stereo, me, bought. So I'm listening to this thing, and then I heard the quad system with the 4 speakers, and I said, this is it. This is great. So I got rid of the stereo and got the quad. And this was the sound I was looking for. But I listened to it a couple of days. I said, hey, this sounds like shit. So I went out and I got the dodecaphonic with the 12 speakers, and this was more to my liking for a while. But the ear gets sophisticated pretty fast, and I got rid of that. Got the milliphonic, the 1,000 speakers, and I'm listening to it. I say, hey, this sounds like shit too. The other one was shit 1. This is shit 2. So finally, I got the Googlephonic, the highest number of speakers before infinity. It sounds like shit. So I said, hey, maybe it's a needle. So I had the old typical diamond needle and searched around, finally got the moon rock needle, and cost me $3 million for that. So now I have a Google Phonics stereo with a moon rock. Beginning again. So now I have I must be stoned. I thought it'd help, you know? Excuse me. So now I have a Google Phonics stereo with a moon rock needle. It's okay for a car stereo. Wouldn't want it in my house. But. Okay, I'm gonna do the whole thing over, all right? What else we got? I feel good tonight. I really do. I finally got something I always wanted, and that's important. It really is. I finally got some hostages. Well, you see so many people with hostages nowadays, and you say, hey, I'd like some too. So I've got 3 of them. They're really nice people. We're getting along great. They're tied in a sack outside at the top of the flagpole, and I'm going to blow them up at midnight, too. Unless, of course, I get my 3 demands. $100,000 in cash, getaway car, and I want the letter M stricken from the English language. So you have to make one crazy demand. That way, if you get caught, you can plead insanity. I don't know what I'll do. Getaway car. What other gags are there? The Cruel Shoes. Anna knew she had to have a new pair of shoes today, and Carlo had helped her try on every pair in the store. Carlo spoke wearily. Well, that's it. That's every pair of shoes in the place. Oh, you must have one more pair. No, not one more. Well, we have the Cruel Shoes. But no one would want to try. Yes, let me see the Cruel Shoes. No, you don't understand. You see, the Cruel Shoes are... Get them. Carlo disappeared into the back room for a moment and then reappeared carrying an ordinary shoebox. He took off the lid and removed a hideous pair of black and white pumps. But this was not an ordinary hideous pair of black and white pumps. Both were left feet. One had a right-angled turn in it with separate compartments that pointed the toes in impossible directions. The other shoe was 6 inches long and was curved inward like a rocking chair with a vise and razor blades to hold the foot in place. Carlo spoke hesitantly. Now you see, they're not fit for humans. Put them on me. But put them on me. Carlo knew all arguments were useless. He knelt down before her and forced her feet into the shoes. The screams were incredible. Anna crawled over to the mirror and held her bloody feet up where she could see. I like them! She paid Carlo and crawled out of the store into the street. Later that day, Carlo was overheard saying to a new customer, well, that's it. That's every pair of shoes in the place. Unless, of course, you'd like to try the Cruel Shoes. Yeah, I think it's going to be fun tonight. I think tonight's going to be the night for me. I think you know what I'm talking about. That's a myth about entertainers. They always think you meet a lot of girls on the road, and it's not true, because you come into town for like one night, you don't have time to get to know anybody, and I'm not into that one night thing. I think a person should get to know someone and even be in love with them before you use and degrade them. I've never been able to get along with women in the long run. I went with a girl for 3 years once, and I thought I was doing a good job of, you have to treat a woman a certain way. I remember one time she came up to me and she's kind of depressed, and she said, "Steve, I don't think you respect me as a woman." And I kind of soothed her, and I said, "What are you talking about? You're the best hog I've ever had." Oh, wait a second. Hey, comedy is not pretty. My parents never taught me about sex when I was a kid, and I actually learned about sex from watching Neighborhood Dogs. And it was good. Go ahead and laugh. No, go ahead. Wow. And it was good because animals are very instinctual, and I think the most important thing I learned was never let go of the girl's leg, no matter how hard she tries to shake you off. Okay, I did that. I'm into older women now. I'm tired of young girls, you know? It's always, "Let's go camping." So I'm dating an 83-year-old now. And, boy, the things she knows, huh? And, something this is really weird. I like getting older. I have a birthday this month. And I really do enjoy getting older. I thought I wouldn't, but life is easier as you get older because you become prejudiced. Because you've dealt with things, not against race or anything, but just against things. Because you've dealt with them before and you know it's going to be boring, and you just close the doors. And people come up and go, "Hey, let's go try this new thing." "Sorry, we're closed." And I think the secret to enjoying getting older is being able to be honest with yourself, because there are certain changes that do take place as you get older, and there's nothing to be ashamed about. And this is what I have learned. For example, I know that someday my hair will turn gray. And when that happens, I'll be able to accept it because I am honest with myself. This is just water I have up here. I don't really, need a drink for my voice or anything like that, but it kind of helps me look cool. I think, you know what I mean. See, this is the way I meet girls, by being cool. I've always had this problem with girls, and that is, and I'm sure everybody has this with members of the opposite sex. In this case, it'd be a girl. And, you start talking to them, and you can be real cool, real confident up to a point, and you start to ask them out or something, and it's like, you lose control of your lips, and you get nervous and mealy-mouthed, and, it's like, "Yeah, I'll be going to London for a couple of weeks, and then, I'll be back here in 2 weeks. No, I've got to stop in New York for 6 days for some business there. I'll be back here in about 3 weeks, and listen, when I get back, I was wondering if maybe you might Now, my other problem was, in talking to girls, I could never remember the right sequence of things you're supposed to say. It's like I'd meet a girl and say, "Hi, was it good for you too?" And if a girl ever spent the night, I'd wake up in the morning and then try and get her drunk. It was like, all wrong. So what I've done is I've memorized a routine for meeting girls. Now, the most important thing is you got to have a great opening line, okay? So let's say you're at a party and you spot the girl, but you're talking to the guys about the game, how this. "Yeah, I think Pittsburgh beat them by 27 points." Well, this whole artificial turf thing is really sick. "Buffalo beat Miami? You're sick! You are sick!" You see that over there? Watch this. Yeah, I make a lot of money. I'm into the stock market, baby. I don't know if you know anything about the stock market or not, but well, if you do, you'll appreciate this. I bought cardboard when it was 14 cents a ton. And it's up to 16 cents now. And let's see, I bought 3 tons of it, so... Well, you figure it out, I don't know. When I bought it, I made a special deal where I only have to keep 2 tons of it at my house. I just got me a new car, too. Pretty excited about that. It's a prestige car. It's out in the lot. 65 Greyhound bus. Yeah, put a lot of money into that baby, too, you know. Put a new dog on the side. You know you can get up to 30 tons of luggage in one of those things? So listen, you want to come over to my place? Well, look, just in case hell does freeze over, where can I reach you? Okay. Oh. You people are sick. Oh, I know what you're saying. I know what you're thinking, don't worry. You're saying, hey, oh sure, he's funny, but he's a rubberhead. Oh, sure, you say, oh, it's okay to come watch them perform, but I wouldn't want one living in my neighborhood, don't you? Don't you? You probably believe that old prejudice that all rubberheads throw fish. Well, I'm sorry, that's the old thing. That's not true at all. I know what you want. You want to call me a rubberhead, don't you? Well, go ahead then. Go ahead, call me a rubberhead. Well, I had a weird experience the other day. Jeez. No, see, Jackie Onassis has always been one of my favorite people. I've always wanted to meet her, always idolized her from afar, but, you know, fat chance I'm going to meet Jackie Onassis, right? Well, I was in a laundromat in Tucson, Arizona. And I looked over, and there she was, Jackie Onassis, my idol, and I couldn't believe it. I got my courage up, and I went up to her and I said, hey, how's it going? And she was kind of impressed, so we started talking, and I got my courage up, and I asked her out for lunch, and I couldn't believe it. She accepted. So I took her to the best restaurant I could find, and I was so proud to be with Jackie Onassis, the most sophisticated woman in the world. And the waiter brought the food, and she was a pig. Unbelievable. She wouldn't use a knife and fork, she'd just bob like those ducks, you know. And I had 2 fried eggs, and she goes, hey! And she thought it was funny. The waiter had come by and she'd lift up her dress. Woohoo! What a letdown. You want to hear something else? A little more Hollywood stuff? Farrah Fawcett Majors is so conceited. She has never called me once. And after the hours I spent holding up her poster with one hand. You know why these big celebrities get away with stuff like that? I'll tell you why. Because the public has a short memory. And I'm sorry, I hope I haven't offended you, but that's the way it is. No, I mean, let me give you a little test. How many people remember a couple of years ago when the Earth blew up? How many people? See? So few people remember. And you would think something like that people would remember, but no. Come on, you don't remember when the Earth blew up? It was completely destroyed? And we escaped to this planet on the giant space ark? Where have you people been? And the government decided not to tell the stupider people because they thought that it might affect...
Okay. How we doing on time, huh? Wait a minute. What's this? Wait a minute.
Stop, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute.
Playback. Push playback.
After the hours I spent holding up her poster,
That's you laughing, listen.
big celebrities get away with stuff like that? I'll tell you why. Because the public has a short. I'm sorry.
This guy is so good. Really.
You can be a millionaire and never pay taxes. You can have $1 million and never pay taxes. You say, Steve, how can I be a millionaire and never pay taxes? First, get $1 million. Now, you say, Steve, what do I say to the tax man when he comes to my door and says, you have never paid taxes? Two simple words. Two simple words in the English language. I forgot. How many times do we let ourselves get into terrible situations because we don't say, I forgot? Let's say you're on trial for armed robbery. You say to the judge, I forgot armed robbery was illegal. Anyway, I'll take this with me. I did a lot of good gags from this, the old comedy bits. And I don't really need to do this anymore. I'll be honest with you, because I invested my money. And well, anyway, you have been a great... Wait a minute. I had $50 in here. No, I had $50 in this pocket right here. And it's gone now. Someone stole my $50. And it was somebody out there. I'm sorry. I'm a little pissed off about this. Now, was it my road manager? Did he steal my $50? Was it my personal manager, my agent, my lawyer, my accountant? Was it my girlfriend that stole my $50? This makes me sick. And I know I had the $50 because I always put my money in this pocket. I never put it in this.
Well, thanks a lot for coming, and I'm going to say goodnight now, and please, I'm going to say something. You know, I started out here at the boarding house, and I don't like to get corny or sentimental, but I'd like to say something that is not part of my show. This is not something I say every night. As a matter of fact, this is the first time I've ever said this. Mongo, moko moko, yakataka wana, hajasakata.
Thank you very much. Good night. Thank you.